Hi aspirants, I welcome you all to the third video of indexes and reports. Hope you found the first part and the second part useful. So this will be the last in the index and report series. There is nothing more or nothing less that you need for prelims. If there will be some other reports and indexes which will be published from June or July. I have covered it till June 2021. So if it is from July till the prelims, I will be covering it in the next video. So this is the third part. Let's get started with the video. First index here is Global Wage Report Index, which is given by the International Labour Organization. Next is the Least Developed Countries Report of 2020 by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. See the reports by, again I'm telling you, reports by UN and its organs or international organizations or any other groupings of G20 or BRICS, SAARC, all these will become very important. Next is the emission scrap report of 2020. This report is particularly very important. It is given by UNEP, and UNEP also publishes the Global Environment Outlook. There are different outlook reports. Okay, make differentiation of those outlook reports. Okay, National Family Health Survey report. It is given by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this is going to mostly talk about the domestic violence. Next is Academic Freedom Index. What is academic freedom means? It is the freedom that the scholars have. That is, are they able to write whatever they want? Are they able to express whatever they feel, or are they able to give a positive criticism? It is all depending on that. It is given out by Global Public Policy Institute, and Uruguay is a country that topped the list, topped the index. Next is Global Seasonal Update. It is given by World Meteorological Organization. Then WWF report on water scarcity. India will face water scarcity by 2050. They have said that India will face severe scarcity of water, especially because of migration that is happening into the urban areas, and the cities that will face most of the water scarcity are Jaipur, Indore and Thane. This is very important to remember. This will be mostly because of migration into those cities from the adjacent rural areas. Next index is the New Global Index. New Global Index is given by G20. You have to know who are the members of G20. I'll make a separate video of G20, G7 and SAARC, BRICS and all the international organizations. That will also be very brief and to the point like these videos. Um, Kindly keep checking the channel. The four parameters that the new global index takes into account are the 4 T's, that is talent, technology, transparency, trusteeship towards the planet. You need not go into deep into this, just know what are the G20 countries. Now that is enough. Next is the Human Cost of Disasters report, which is given by United Nations. Always note which are the reports given by United States organizations and United Nations. Little confusion will happen in that regard. Next is the State of World Population Report of 2020 given by UNFPA. Next is Global Wealth Report of 2020 given by Credit Suisse. Information on the household wealth, that is what is the wealth that the households have. Usually this becomes important for India because Indians have the gold, physical gold with them. So this parameter becomes important. State of Global Air 2020, that is SOGA 2020 given by Health Effects Institute. These kind of reports or indexes are new in the news, so who publishes it is enough. Poverty and Shared Prosperity 2020, it is a biennial report. Biennial means it is given once in 2 years. It is given by World Bank. Data Governance Quality Index is given by Development Monitoring and Evaluation Office, Niti Aayog. Then it will assess different ministries and their performance, how they are performing with respect to the central sector schemes and centrally sponsored schemes. Both are included. It has to be noted. It is going to assess the departments or the ministries that is there in the government. Here you can see that Department of Fertilizers has been ranked third, and we can say that this is one of the department which is doing very well. Next, Confronting Carbon Inequality report is given by Oxfam International and the Stockholm Environmental Institute. We have also dealt about Oxfam in the previous videos. Kindly comment and tell me which one is another report which is given by Oxfam. Next is the Annual Status of Education report, that is ASER. It is commonly called as ASER report, which is given by NGO Pratham. This is usually confused. It is not given by Ministry of HRD. It is given by NGO Pratham. It will survey about the rural education and the learning outcomes. This was there in news because when people from 5th grade or 6th grade were asked to read, they were not able to read even the second standard syllabus, and they were not able to do simple arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication problems. So this becomes important in that aspect. So this is going to check about their reading skills and their arithmetic skills particularly. So ASER 2020 is the one which is the first phone based survey that has happened because of the pandemic. Next is the Periodic Labor Force Survey. We all know it is by the National Statistical Office. It is an annual report, which is we have to remember. It is not a biannual or it is not quarterly. It is usually confused to whether it is quarterly. No, it is annual report, and both it will assess both rural and urban areas. There are different numbers or stats that will be given in the labor force survey. It is actually not important. Public Affairs Index is given by Public Affairs Center. It will check the performance of governance in the state. We all know when it comes to governance and education, usually the state that tops is Kerala. So the big states, among the big states, the state that tops is Kerala and UP is at the bottom. So among the small states, Goa is at the top and Manipur is at the bottom. And in the union territories, Chandigarh is performing very good and Dadra and Nagar Haveli is at the bottom. Health in India report is given by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It is about both physical and mental well-being of a person. Here it is seen that Zoroastrian community is seen to be more susceptible to ailments. That is, whether physical or mental problems, they are more susceptible to those ailments. World Risk Index is given by United Nations University Institute for Environment and Human Security, Bundes Entwicklung Hilft and the University of Stuttgart in Germany. Usually this won't be asked because it is so big and it won't fit in your options. So it is a part of World Risk Report, and other than this, who publishes it, maybe other things can be asked, whether it is a part of World Risk Report. Yes, it is a part of World Risk Report. Next, what is it about? It is about world risk means what? Whether it is about climate change or whether it is about what you call biodiversity, etc. It is about the vulnerability, natural disasters. This actually natural disasters in this context is also linked to climate change, because climate change is leading to natural disasters nowadays. And Oceania is the continent which is at the highest risk according to the World Risk Index. Next report is Special Report on Sustainable Recovery is given by the International Energy Agency along with Niti Aayog. It is a part of World Energy Outlook. I again told you IEA gives out the energy outlook. We had seen one more outlook in the previous slides. Next, Human Capital Index. This is one more index here. I have forgotten to highlight it. Please highlight it yourself. Human Capital Index is given by World Bank. Human capital means what is the asset that a human will have. Leave off everything. You yourself, what asset do you have? Your health, your knowledge, and your skill. Those are the parameters that the World Bank will take into consideration while giving the Human Capital Index. India has ranked 116 in the Human Capital Index. Ease of Banking Reforms Index. It is given by the Indian Banking Association along with the Boston Consulting Group. It is commissioned, that is, it is started by the Finance Ministry. Next is the Global Innovation Index, which is given by World Intellectual Property Organizations, WIPO. WIPO also gives one more. We'll see that next. The most innovative according to the Global Innovation Index is Switzerland. India's ranking is 48 for 131. First time India has come within 50 ranks. Next, index is the Young Child Incomes Index, YCOI. It is a part of State of Young Child in India. It is given by civil society organization Mobile Crutches. It is supported by the Bernard Van Leer Foundation. Here I have forgotten to highlight the Global Innovation Index and the Young Child Outcomes Index. Please highlight it. Next is the Living Planet Report of 2020, which is given by the World Wide Fund, WWF. Highest biodiversity loss is change because of land use change. Maybe land that was used for agriculture, maybe now it is being used for industry. Because of such changes, you can see there is high biodiversity loss that is seen. It is mostly seen in Europe and Central Asia. Largest wildlife population loss is seen in Latin America, and freshwater biodiversity is very fastly declining when compared to oceans and forests. Next is Export Preparedness Index, which is given by Niti Aayog and Institute of Competitiveness. It is aiming to identify challenges and opportunities, and it is also aiming to enhance the effectiveness or improve the government policies, and you have to give a facilitative regulatory framework for export. That is, you have to make some space for export in your policies also. Next, the state that is performing very good in exports is Gujarat, and the landlocked country that is performing very well is Rajasthan. Union territory that is performing very well is Delhi, and the Himalayan states that is performing very well is Uttarakhand. Global Innovation Index is given by, previously it used to be given by INSEAD and World Business, which is a British magazine. Now it is being given by the Cornell University, INSEAD, and the World Intellectual Property Organizations, that is WIPO. ARIA ranking. ARIA means the Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. So this is Indian specific, and it is given by the Ministry of Human Resource Development. It is going to talk about the higher education institutions, HEIs. Next is the Digital Quality of Life, that is how is our life digitally. Index of 2020, it is given by the Surfshark, which is an online privacy solutions provider. India is ranking 57 out of 85. India is performing very poor in internet quality. Coverage is very nice in India, but quality is very less. Next is SDG index, which is given by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, SDSN. Sweden is at the top. India is at 117 out of 193 countries that have been ranked. Then the World Drug Report is given by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC. Global Forest Resources Assessment is given by FAO, Forest, Food and Agriculture Organization. This is very important because it is released once in 5 years. It is not annual or biannual, not biennial. It is once in 5 years by FAO. There is a largest increase in the forest cover you can see in Asia, and the least increase you can see in Africa. India also has increased the forest cover according to the Global Forest Resource Assessment. So the largest population, that is the largest of forest, which forest is more in the world if you ask, that is tropical forest. Next is report on immunization among children. It is given by National Statistical Office. It is saying that almost 60% of the children who are below the 5 years of age are almost immunized. This is because of the actively running government campaigns for vaccination. They are giving very effective vaccination to the children. Household social consumption education survey, it is given by National Statistical Office. Global Real Estate Transparency Index is given by Jones Lang LaSalles. It is a global real estate firm, in that among the top 100 or among the top 50, you can say there are many South Asian countries. Among them, China stands 32nd, Thailand 33rd, and India at the 34th position. State of food security and nutrition in the world is given by FAO again, Food and Agriculture Organization, along with International Fund for Agriculture Development, UNICEF, UNWFP, that is United Nations World Food Programme, and WHO, World Health Organization. Next is State of World Population 2020 report is given by United Nations FPA. Sex ratio imbalances will be shown here in this report, that is how many female are there for how many male. This kind of report is given in the World Population Report 2020. Next is maternal mortality ratio. Maternal mortality means First, the definition. It is the number of maternal deaths per 1 lakh live births. So this is given by the Office of Registrar General Sample Registration System. Assam has seen the highest number of MMR. You can generally say northeastern states are showing highest MMR, and the south states are showing the lowest. This MMR, you have to reduce it. It is a part of the sustainable development goals. It is the goal number 3.1. Next is infant mortality rate. It is the death of young children who are under the age of 1 per 1000 live births. What is causing, what is the contributor, major contributor to this IMR is the premature births that is happening. The worst kind of IMR can be seen in Madhya Pradesh. Next is Asia Development Outlook. It is given by Asian Development Bank. I told you indexes will be repeated. This is one of the index which is repeated. It has come in news 2 times. Rule of Law Index is given by World Justice Project. It is tells that how much a country is following rule of law. India is ranked 69 out of 128 countries. Next index is the Environment Performance Index. I have forgotten to highlight this. Please highlight it. An Environment Performance Index is a biennial report, which means it is given once in 2 years. It is by the Yale University. India is ranking 168 out of the 180 countries. Very poor. International Religious Freedom Report of 2019 is given by United State Department. It is by the State Department. This also has been repeated if you have gone through my previous videos. India Mobile Payments Market Report is given by S&P Global Market Intelligence. Mobile with payments and cash transactions exceeded the cash withdrawals. I have told you about when we were talking about the digital payments that were happening. So this mobile payments and card transactions have become more than the cash withdrawals, which means that more than ATM withdrawals, there is more of mobile payment and cash transactions. So UPI transactions have almost reached 7 billion transactions. They have been done, not 7 billion rupees. It is 7 billion transactions have been done in UPI. It is almost 2/3 of the transactions are being done by UPI only. People are not going and depositing or withdrawing, doing anything. They are just transferring using UPI. So this is also one more report. The one more report similar to this was the other report that we saw in the previous slides, that is digital report. This is India Mobile Payments Market Report, S&P Global Market Intelligence. So this is the end of the report and indexes that have been in news past 1 year. I hope this will be very helpful for you in your preparation. I have tried to shorten it as much as possible and included the vital information as much as possible. I'll come up with next series as important as these topics. Till then, keep studying. Stay safe. Thank you.